श्री कृष्णवागीशयतीश्वराभ्यां सम्प्राप्त चक्रांकण भाष्य सारम श्रीनूत्नरंगेन्द्र यतौ समर्पितस्वं श्री कृष्णमार्यं गुरुवर्यमीडे विरोधे कार्तिके मासे शतताराकृतोदयम् योगाचार्यं कृष्णमार्यं गुरुवर्यमहं भजे कृष्णसूरीदयापात्रं ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यं वन्देऽहं योगदेशिकम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. Namaskaram. Shri Gurubhyo Namah. On behalf of Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the concluding session of Dhanur Dhya Sadhana. Yesterday was day 29, the last day of Margashirsha. Today marks the conclusion of the Brahma Muhurta for the gods and the awakening of a new dawn. This is what the Pushya Masa or Tai represents. The sun has commenced its northward journey. This is the path known as Uttarayana as we move from longer nights to longer days. Typically, the play between darkness and light is seen symbolically as a play for the, you could say, there's the transition from the darkness of our ignorance towards light, light representing the acquisition of knowledge. Now, when it comes to knowledge, there are different kinds of knowledge. The first, at the first tier, is Arthajnana, which is the fundamental knowledge that we need to live our lives. All that we study by way of an education that equips us with the skills needed to earn a living, to manage relationships, for life itself. This is Arthajnana. As we go down this path, we strive, we struggle, sometimes there are great challenges, but we try to equip ourselves with more of a working functional knowledge of our loka. And we understand the dynamics between the different components of our universe little by little. As we engage, we also realize that this level of a material engagement only perpetuates a loop of attachment and then attachment to all that is pleasurable. But then when there is loss, then we move into a cycle of grief, from grief, anger, despair, jealousy, and so on. And this cycle repeats. So somewhere as we go through the journey of life, we realize that there is something more to be known. And that is when our seeking starts towards Atma Jnana. What is it that is a much more stable, permanent, imperishable source of joy? We realize that this cannot be found outside. It can only be found inside. But first, the pursuit of this Atma Jnana is necessarily intellectual, process of reasoning, of understanding cause and effect. And we realize that this life is not just made up of the Panchamaya Sharira, but that there is something behind. There is a great power that is behind. And so our journey goes deeper into the Atma Jnana. But then comes the realization that what is within, because until now the journey is intellectual, there is an application that is practical. At least as far as Arthajnana is concerned, little by little we realize the importance of self-restraint, of discipline. We start appreciating the power of the truth that lies within us. But a transcendental knowledge is still needed, and this is the Atma Jnana Anubhavam. Paramatma Jnana Anubhavam. Realize that there is the Paramatma, the Brahman, that is the source of the universe. And we come to a realization, to an experiential understanding that which is the source of all light in this universe is also present as a spark of light within us. And that is an Anubhava. can only be an Anubhava that deepens into the most refined spiritual experience, Anubhava leading into Anubhuti. But throughout this journey, what remains as an anchor is concept of light. And there are many sources of light that we depend on. Most importantly, the sun, we have the moon, we have the lightning in the sky, you have fire on earth. And so there are some very beautiful tattvas, great philosophies that are woven into this. And we see here that today we are at the dawn of the Pushya Masa. We celebrate it as Makara Sankranti. The sun transitions into the Makara Rasi, indicating an upward journey, a journey of growth. This is the time to offer our gratitude to the sun for an abundant harvest of crops, at the same time placing a prayer for the continued sustainability of agriculture, a thriving economy leading to abundance for the self and for others. This is the spirit of Pongal. And it's interesting that yesterday, full moon, today celebrates the benevolent heat, light, and warmth of the sun, without which life itself is not possible. And how it is done is by kindling fire, where we place the pot, milk is poured in. Once the milk comes out, the milk has to boil and spill over. Then rice and lentils are placed mixed with jaggery. That overflowing of milk represents the overflowing of abundance of both the material and the spiritual in our lives. And that happens under the light of the fire. As Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 15, Purushottama Yoga, Yad Adityagatam Tejo Jagat Bhasayate Akhilam Yad Chandramasi Yad Chagnav Tat Tejo Vidhi Mamakam. There is that light that lights up the sun, which is responsible for illumining this universe. It is also my power that lies behind the light of the sun, of the moon, and of Agni. And so the link of that supreme Brahman as the illuminatory force behind all the luminous bodies that we celebrate today as we move towards the path of the sun. Gama vishyacha bhutani dharayam yahamojasa pushnami chaushadhi sarvaha somo bhutva rasatmakaha. I penetrate into the earth and I sustain the earth with my ojas, with the power of my luster. It is I that grows the plants, filling them with rasa, filling them with that essence of nutrition under the light of the moon. Lastly, Krishna says, Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashritaha. I am the Vaishvanara Agni. I am Agni outside. That is essential for the processing of food. But I'm also the Agni that is present inside of us, that supports, that is the basis for our life itself. And prana pana samayuktaha pachamyannam chaturvidham. And it is I who manages the function of prana and apana, ensuring the seamless digestion, assimilation of food in multiple ways. So here you see this very beautiful triad of Soma, the moon, Surya, the sun, and Agni, the fire, all of which have only one source, the light of the Brahman. For our practice today, we will focus on this idea of light. This is the dawn of a new beginning. And the sun represents, every time the sun rises, it is a representation of great hope, of affirmation. The sun is often compared to the Paramatma, to the Purusha, at a tangible level. It is the Pratyaksham Brahma, it is the Brahman that is seen, it is visible in front of your eyes. The moon is represented by the mind. And so the moon holds the light of the sun and reflects it. And Agni You have that is internal, that Agni, it burns on the earth. It is that connection between the heavens above and the earth below. In the absence of the sun and the moon, it is fire that gives us light and also offers us protection. Now, all these ideas of light come together in one object that is venerated, that is revered today, that is always a symbol of a renewed beginning. That is the light of the sun. So, for our practice today, we will use the metaphor of the sun, visualizing the rising of the sun, bringing wellness to oneself and wellness to the world at large. I will be using the Aditya Hridaya Stotram, a very powerful stotram that was given as an Upadesha to Rama by Agastya Maharishi on the battlefield at a very crucial juncture when Rama sits in dejection. Agastya appears and says, you need to direct your worship towards the sun. It is the sun who is the source of light, of energy, of healing, of power, of strength, confidence. And so that is when the Aditya Hridayam is taught to Rama. This will be the focus for our practice today. We will be using the Surya mantra Om Hram, Om Hri, Om Hrum, Om Hraim, Om Hram, Om Hraha, visualizing the rising sun, drawing the light of the sun. We will also be using Om Hram, Hrim, Hrum, Hraim, Hraum, Hraha, Adityaya Namo Namaha as part of the practice. Please take a comfortable seated position. Keep your back straight, eyes closed, chin down. Take a few breaths to begin. Now, please stand up. Place your palms on your chest. As you inhale, I will chant one of the Surya Bijaksharas. Inhale, just open your hands to the sides, close to your body, down. Chant on your exhale. Then move your hands a little higher. I will chant on your inhale. As you exhale, chant them. Then higher still on your inhale, chant on your exhale. 6 positions till you reach the top. The last time, you will bring your hand back to the center. Simply invoking the light of the sun with its rays spreading far and wide. Palms on your chest. We move step by step from down, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you're on top, just fold your palms together, stretch your hands. I will chant when you get to that position. As you exhale, bring your hands down. Palms on your chest. Inhale. Om Hram. Please stay and chant. Om Hram. Move the hands a little higher. Om Hrim. Om Hrim. Higher still. Om Hrum. Om Hrum. Om Hraim. Om Hraim. Om Hraum. Stay and chant. Om Hraum. Hands above your head, palms folded together. Om Hraha. Chant as you come down. Om Hraha. Again, inhale. Om Ram. Om Ram. Move the hand side. Om Hrim. Om Hrim. Om Hrum. Om Hrum. Om Hraim. Higher. Om Hraum. Palms folded together. Om Hra. Om Hra. Om Hra. Please stay and chant. Om Hra. Move the hands a little higher. Om Hrim. Om Hrim. Higher still. Om Hrum. Om Hrum. Om Hraim. Om Hraim. Om Hraum. Stay and chant. Om Hraum. Hands above your head, palms folded together. Om Hraha. Chant as you come down. Om Hraha. Again, inhale. Om Ra. Om Ra. Move the hand side. Om Hrim. Om Hrim. Om Hrum. Om Hrum. Om Hraim. Higher. Om Hraum. Palms folded together. Om Hra. Om Hra. Om Hra. Please stay and chant. Om Hra. Move the hands a little higher. Om Hrim. Om Hrim. Higher still. Om Hrum. Om Hrum. Om Hraim. Om Hraim. Om Hraum. Stay and chant. Om Hraum. Hands above your head, palms folded together. Om Hraha. Chant as you come down. Om Hraha. Again, inhale. Om Ra. Om Ra. Move the hand side. Om Hrim. Om Hrim. Om Hrum. Om Hrum. Om Hraim. Higher. Om Hraum. Palms folded together. Om Hra. Om Hra. Now, please take a comfortable seated position. Eyes closed, back straight, chin down. The heart space is the seat of the mind. This is also the seat of the Atma. I'd like you to visualize the rising sun in front of you, benevolent, warm, filled with a very, very pleasant luster, radiance that's very soothing. The sun is the giver of health, not just physical health, emotional health, spiritual health, integrity, confidence, courage, and so on. I will be chanting the Surya mantra along with Adityaya Namaha. As you inhale, visualize drawing the light of the sun to enter into your heart space. This is the seat of the mind. Visualize the sun bringing to you all manner of wellness. Then chant, repeat the same chant on your exhale, visualizing as you exhale that the fire that burns within as the Vaishwanara Agni is removing all that is toxic to you, throwing it out. Because prana and apana is what helps to rotate and the cycle of food metabolism as stated in the Gita. So let's connect this, the sun's light drawn to the heart space to strengthen your mind. It is the same light of the sun that is also kindling the fire. As you exhale, visualize the fire throwing away what is toxic to you. Please inhale as I chant. It's a slow inhale. We'll slowly build it up from a short to a long inhale and exhale. Inhale. Om Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Chant on your exhale. Om Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Inhale. Om Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Om Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Inhale. Om Hraim Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Exhale. Om Hraim Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Take an even longer inhale. Om Hroom Hraim Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Breathe out as slowly as you can. Om Hroom Hraim Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Take an even longer inhale now slowly. Om Hrim Hroom Hraim Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Chant as you exhale. Om Hrim Hroom Hraim Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Take a long inhale. Om Hram Hri Hroom Traim Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Chant as you exhale. Om Hram Hri Hroom Hraim Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Inhale. Om Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Chant on your exhale. Om Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Inhale. Om Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Om Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Inhale. Om Hraim Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Exhale. Om Hraim Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Take an even longer inhale. Om Hroom Hraim Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Breathe out as slowly as you can. Om Hroom Hraim Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Take an even longer inhale now slowly. Om Hrim Hroom Hraim Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Chant as you exhale. Om Hrim Hroom Hraim Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Take a long inhale. Om Hram Hri Hroom Traim Hram Praha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Chant as you exhale. Om Hram Hri Hroom Hraim Hram Praha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Inhale. Om Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Chant on your exhale. Om Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Inhale. Om Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Om Raum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Inhale. Om Hraim Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Exhale. Om Hraim Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Take an even longer inhale. Om Hroom Hraim Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Breathe out as slowly as you can. Om Hroom Hraim Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Take an even longer inhale now slowly. Om Hrim Hroom Hraim Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Chant as you exhale. Om Hrim Hroom Hraim Hraum Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Take a long inhale. Om Hram Hri Hroom Traim Hraum Praha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Chant as you exhale. Om Hram Hri Hroom Hraim Hraum Praha आदित्याय नमो नमः. Now stay with this visual of the sun illumining your mind, bringing you strength, and the light of the sun also kindling the Agni and bringing good health and a sound metabolism, protecting you at all dimensions of the body. Hold this visual of being protected, encircled by the sun. I will be chanting from the Aditya Hridayam. As you do this, I'd like you to just hold this visual in your mind. ॐ नमः पूर्वाय गिरये पश्चिमायाद्रये नमः ज्योतिर्गणानां पतये दिनाधिपतये नमः ॐ जयाय जयभद्राय हर्यश्वाय नमो नमः नमो नमः सहस्रांशो आदित्याय नमो नमः ॐ नमः उग्राय वीराय सारंगाय नमो नमः नमः पद्मप्रबोधाय मार्ताण्डाय नमो नमः ॐ ब्रह्मेशानाच्युतेशाय सूर्यायादित्यवर्चसे भास्वते सर्वभक्षाय रौद्राय वपुषे नमः ॐ तमोघ्नाय हिमघ्नाय शत्रुघ्नायामितात्मने कृतघ्नघ्नाय देवाय ज्योतिषां पतये नमः ॐ तप्तचामीकराभाय वह्नये विश्वकर्मणे नमस्तमोभिनिघ्नाय रुचये लोकसाक्षिणे. Now please either stand up or you could kneel down. We will chant the Surya Bija mantra with Adityaya Namo Namaha. We will do it 3 times. You could either stand and bend forward as if you are offering your gratitude to the sun, or you could kneel and bend forward. Please chant along with me. Om Ram Hri Rom Hraim Hram Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Om Hram Hrim Hrom Hraim Hram Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Om Hram Hri Hrom Hraim Hram Hraha Adityaya Namo Namaha. Now, on this very auspicious day, hold in your mind an intention for wellness. What is much needed across the world is access to good, uncontaminated, non genetically modified sources of food. The food that we consume is the basis for our life. In the absence of healthy, nutrient rich food supply, the outcome is only disease. Set an intention, set a sankalpa, a prayer for an abundance of food to be available. And it is only when health is assured that any other growth is possible. I will be chanting two very well known shlokas seeking the health and wellness of oneself and the world at large, including all other beings. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाम्। गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम्। लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु। लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु। लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु। On behalf of the Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram, I thank each and every one of you who has joined us on this month-long journey of sadhana. I would be failing in my duty if I did not thank the commendable support given to me by Mr. Dakshinamurthy of the Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram, one of our technical staff, who has worked with me tirelessly in planning and recording these sessions for your viewing. I would also like to thank here my colleague, Dr. Arvind Iyer, who heads KYM's research division, for much valuable input, discussions on possible themes, and very timely direction and guidance when I have reached out to him with some doubts. My thanks to the KY management for having supported and encouraged the offering of this yajna. It has been a yajna, an offering of dhyana, of bhavana, of an immersion into various aspects of the Bharatiya Jnana Parampara, the Bharatiya Adhyatmika Jnana Parampara. Because the purpose of all sadhana is to give us a means of coping with the challenges of life, navigating through these turbulent waters while also attempting to find an anchor in the space of the heart. And thank you for joining me and making this journey possible. Until we meet again, namaskaram.